Hi Cancer, welcome to Sophquest. I'm Spence. Welcome into the week of October 18th through the 24th. This is a weekly reading for you guys. I took a rest and recovery week last week because I needed to get my energy back up for you after a treatment, but I'm really ready and happy to read for you this week. This is an auspicious week. First of all, two planets that I've already talked about earlier in this month are going direct, and two planets went direct the last time I talked to you. So a lot of planets coming out of retrograde. This week on the 18th, we've got Mercury coming out of retrograde, opening up our minds, right? Helping us to see with our human mind, but some clarity there, better communication. But also we have Jupiter, the planet of the higher mind. And so it's giving us great perspective. 2 days later on the full moon, boy oh boy, are we going to see with such clarity, and I think feel with such clarity, because there is a triple planetary influence that is squaring Pluto, right? Sun, Moon, and Mars. Now with Mars there, it can be a little assertive, so be careful because you don't want your feelings to kind of boil over, right? So, okay, Cancer, you're a water sign, so you have big feels during full moons. So that Mars influence could get you pretty boiled over, so you might want to watch that. And watching your words is wise right now because of the Jupiter-Mercury thing going, into how we think and how we communicate our thoughts, and whether they stay positive or whether we're working on some shadow negative feelings that we need to, purge and let go of. But doing that in a really sort of healthy way. All right, so right now I am shuffling for you from the Oracle of Seven Energies by Colette Baron Reed and Jenna Della Guertaglia. Love this deck. And then I'm going to pull two more. I just pulled Healing the Heart. I'm going to show you each card, of course. Healing the Heart, Body and Soul. I love that. Wow. I think this is going to be a very healing full moon for you, Cancer. And the Storyteller. Beautiful. This is about the story of your life. How you tell your life story through your thoughts and your feelings. And doing it in a way that is authentic and loving. And it's your whole body and soul. It's what you truly think and feel, and owning it. It's owning yourself. Those three cards. I love that for you. Yeah, owning yourself. Love it. All right, I'm also going to shuffle now and pull 9 for the from the Crystal Visions Tarot by Jennifer Galasso. So while I'm doing that, would you settle in with me, Cancer? 3 deep cleansing breaths. Bring down the cortisol, the stress hormone, and relax. Relax a little bit. Take some time for you. Take a few minutes for you. I shuffle these plenty before coming on camera, but I'm going to do a little bit more shuffling, cut the deck, and we'll go. All right. So Pluto doesn't play around, right? Pluto's the outer planet. It takes a long time to transit. It's a generational planet. We are going through big change, especially here in the U.S. Having a big U.S. Pluto return. Okay, first card out, cutting the deck. Here we go. First card out is the Strength card. I'm going to show you each and every card. We're going to read horizontally, vertically, and big picture, so please stay with me. I hope you will subscribe today and give this video a thumbs up, because every thumb up like helps the video to be seen. So help support the channel, and I appreciate it if you do that. We have the Strength, the 7 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, and the 2 of Cups. That's beautiful. The 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. I love that. Oh, wow. And the Fool. I love this for you, Cancer. Okay? I know you've been going through some rough stuff and, trying to deal with either some familial or friend group issues in your relationships. And it looks to me like there's a really beautiful fresh start here. That is what I'm seeing on your table right now. And under the deck, yep, yeah, exactly. Okay, so I get this for you, Cancer. I get this for you. First of all, let's look at these oracle cards. We have healing the heart. This is something you've been trying to do, and it's been a process. I think it's been a process for a while. I think that this has been something that's been happening for months and potentially even years. Okay? And with body and soul, it's something that you need. This isn't just about your 3D life, walking through the world, paying your bills, eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and going to bed at night. That's the body part of it. This affects your soul. It's on your soul path, and it's something that needs to be healed. It's an emotional issue, okay, as well as just a basic problem in life. It's an emotional issue for you, and it matters in your story, in the story of your life. So whatever this is about, you're going to heal this part of your story, and it takes body and soul for you. It takes you engaging in something from your mind and being able to communicate your thoughts about your feelings. So I think Mercury moving forward this week, Jupiter, which expands and brings luck and beauty and goodness and happiness to things, is the higher mind. It gives us great perspective on things. It helps us to talk from our heart and soul. It helps us to have more intimate and true synergy with people. It's accepting people as they are and accepting ourselves as we are. Our light and our shadow. Their light and their shadow. We can agree to disagree, but beyond that, we can agree that in order to disagree, it first requires us to have absolute respect for each other's own minds, own feelings, and Pluto, right? Our own right to stand up for what we believe in. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of whatever. Free to be you. And that free to be me kind of feeling that Pluto brings out in us, it's like we want to stand up and stand up for our rights and have boundaries, right? It comes from a very deep place, and that's what the Strength card is about. We're going to go across the horizontal first. Strength is about knowing your own will, and knowing when your will needs to be asserted, and when your will needs to step back and defer to other people's will, because we all have free will. And if you have reverence for that adage, that free will is something that you value, not just your own free will, but everybody has free will. That was the gift that we were given by God. Free will, right? I am, the I am presence. And at the end of Libra season, this last week of Libra season, in the season of caring and sharing with others, loving others, having conversation and communication with others, that's Libra, we have to stand in our own truth as well. Aries, the opposite axis of Libra. This is the Aries full moon. And it's saying that it's okay to stand in your I am presence and stand for your rights and what you believe in, but also to tame yourself, tame the beast, right? When you need to deal with others, because sometimes we don't understand what other people are feeling or going through. 7 of Cups, confusion. And so we have to sit back and we have to think about it deeply, 7 of Pentacles, and consider how this affects real life. Agreeing to disagree or just staying in disagreement. How does that affect your real day-to-day life? Because it seems to me that you had to really heal from something. Perhaps for 7 months, perhaps for 7 years for some of you. 2 7s back to back. And the Strength. Which is why I said, God gave us free will, because 7 is the God number. And so I'm hearing this, okay? All right, next line, Page of Wands. You want to say something, or they want to say something to you. It could be a family member or someone that you know and have known for a long time with the 10 of Pentacles. They have been in your life and very likely will still be in your life. 2 of Cups. And if you could just learn to live and let live, love and let love, and if they could do the same, if you could both have that true respect and reverence for the I am presence, the right to stand up and be who you are, accept the other person for who they are. You don't have to agree on things. You don't have to agree on how to do things. You don't have to agree on how you feel about things. You could each have very, very different feelings, but listening to each other is important. Body and soul, the storyteller. In your life story, I've said this for almost every video, in your life story, if you were to be interviewed, what questions would you want the interviewer to ask you about your life, about what you believe in? How did you empower yourself in your life to be brave, strength card, to know thyself, body and soul, to live and let live and let love, healing the heart, evolving yourself as a human being right now on this planet? What story would you want to come out in that interview, the story of your life? Who would you portray yourself to be? And what prompting questions would you want that person to ask you so that you could tell the story of who you really are, body and soul? Because if you could ask yourself those questions and tell yourself the truth, own your life story, own this person's part in your life story and why they are important to you. If they are family, 10 of Pentacles, this is the life well lived with the people we live with. This is the day-to-day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner card. This is who you live your life with. And right next to the Two of Cups, it's someone you love. It's someone that you love and that you value. And the Page of Wands is really about your free will, exerting it and just saying it like a child would. You know, being honest and free and easy to be you. This is kind of the message of the week. It's like we are coming to the point where we need to express our authenticity and speak to each other and connect again in a way that we haven't been able to for the last couple of years. But do that with differing opinions, because boy, oh boy, our opinions flying, right? Six of Pentacles, the sharing and caring card, the give and take card, the giving and receiving card. This is the spirit of generosity, the spirit of balancing out what everyone needs. Ace of Cups, bringing grace and peace to the situation, offering a cup of love. This is a new beginning in love. And with the Fool, willing to take the risk. Willing to take the risk to look through the eyes of a child at their innocent soul and saying to yourself, wow, that person is just body and soul like I am. If I took away the personality and all their opinions or their assertive, aggressive feelings that are coming at me, if I took all that away and I just looked and I was able to see their naked soul, the soul that came to this planet, I would get a different vision of who this person is. And I would be able to embrace and impart a kind of more universal love. The love of spirit, right? Spirit love. And just offer that to this person. Look, I'm free to be me, you're free to be you. Let's just be cool with that, you know? Because in the end, this is a life well lived. And this is the center of your reading, Cancer. This is the story. So as the storyteller, what do you want said at the end of your life about how you handle people that aren't easy to love sometimes? Maybe they're not easy to like sometimes. Maybe they think like you're not easy to like sometimes or to love sometimes. You know, it's just that we are all different elements. We are all different personalities. Isn't it really hard to accept each other as different and yet really all the same, wanting to be seen and heard and loved? Every human being. That's what it boils down to. They just want to be seen and heard and loved. They want to know that their life mattered. That's all. Seeing somebody through those eyes, that's Jupiter. That's the big picture of what we've been trying to understand through Mercury retrograde in Libra season. About how to be I am in the I am presence of Aries, their opposite axis, and yet we are Libra. Imbalance. We just had the Libra new moon 2 weeks ago, trying to establish this new way of being balanced in love. And now with the Aries full moon, letting go of what we need to in the I am that hurts. I am hurt. I am wounded. Scorpio, the 8th house ruled by Pluto, is what this is about. Pluto is about our wounds. And full moons are about letting them go. In Cancer, you're ruled by the moon. So what you need to let go, you will. And I waited till last to go with the bottom of the deck and show you what I'm looking at. Because this has been 5 of Wands, an inner struggle for you. An inner struggle with your own shadow. Anger, fear, not feeling seen or heard, not being validated, not feeling like you're enough, feeling like you've done something wrong or that you are something wrong or that somehow you've offended someone or that they've offended you to the point where you're in your shadow, feeling a lot of negative feelings. But that doesn't have to be the future. Looking out with the 3 of Wands at your future, you know that the only thing you want is to heal this situation. You want the future to be bright. You want this story to end up being a beautiful story. Well, Cancer, you do have your own sovereign free will to affect the situation. What the other person does, whether they're going to act with dignity and grace and gratitude and caring, that's on them. But if you do, the story of your life, beautiful. Because you were offering what you have, this beautiful cup of love. You're a water sign, Cancer. You're all about feelings and you know about them. You're wise about them. So, stay in your wisdom. All right, Cancer, thank you. I wish you have a very good week and a good full moon, and I'll be here for you next week. And I'll talk to you then. Thank you so much. Stay in kindness, reverence, and gratitude if you can. Thank you. See you then. Bye.